Welcome to Filmwar.
Welcome to Filmwar. Thank you, Brent, our first contestant.
Shit.
Let's cut the shit. This is a movie games podcast, so every second not spent playing movie games is a second wasted. Our contestants will be competing for points in each game. Whoever has the most at the end will be declared our winner. Today we have Brent, who you've already heard from. We also have Laura. And our third contestant is Will. Welcome to the show. This is your first time, Will.
Thank you for having me.
All right, the question I'm going to ask you guys, what is your favorite black and white movie?
Well, the first one that just came to my head was Schindler's List, and that's not
Schindler's
my favorite. That's a good one.
It'll feel good.
My 13-year-old daughter just saw that. She was like, been watching a lot of Holocaust stuff, and I'm like, maybe I should monitor what she's watching.
Going deep quick.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Lady in the
I
red
didn't mean
dress.
to take it that way. Yeah, but that was the one thing we talked about was the child in the red dress.
Right.
Anyway.
Yep. No other black and white movies?
The only Pleasantville.
Pleasantville? Yeah, I'll count that. Yeah, it's
I just
black and white.
I watched a little bit of The Lighthouse, but I was honestly so tired I fell asleep.
The one with Lighthouse is really good.
It was interesting.
I've had issues getting through Lighthouse myself.
It was a little
you haven't
interesting.
watched all the way through yet either. It's got really good performances, but yeah, it's a little long-winded and it doesn't have much of a plot. So you're just like...
Well, it's kind of just an artsy film. I knew that going in.
I just recently watched his new one, Robert Eggers, I believe is his name, The Northman. Did not like it.
Oh, wow. I heard good things about it, though.
But, I really don't like Nordic-type setting movies already.
Man,
for some reason, I don't know
some of the
that does
BTS stuff on that film was incredible.
It looks beautiful, I will say that. But, the first 30 minutes of it, it's either in the foreground or in the background, there is something so traumatizing happening to somebody.
How do you feel about the dancing Viking?
What?
You mean the Techno Viking? Yeah, I love that video. One of the very first videos I ever saw. It's an old viral video. It's just really built dude walking down this street, and he smashes somebody's drink or something, and then techno music starts. He just
and there's a parade behind him.
Then the parade starts.
I don't know why they didn't cast him for Thor.
Bring it up. They should have been. I believe Kenneth Branagh was watching that video when he conceptualized the Thor movie.
This game is called Number Feud.
Our first game is Number Feud. You'll each take turns guessing both the production budget and the worldwide gross income of popular films. Whoever is closest to the actual number without going over will receive 1 point each. We follow Price is Right rules. Keep that in mind as you're guessing. Will, do you want a film from 2008 or 1995?
Let's go with 2008.
2008. The film is Speed Racer. What do you think it cost to make Speed Racer?
Let's go with the modest $33 million.
$33 million. Laura, how much do you think it cost to make Speed Racer? Have you seen the film?
I have.
You like it?
I do.
Good. It's very colorful. Laura, how much do you think it cost?
I think it's closer to 60 million.
60 million. Brent, how much do you think it cost to make Speed Racer?
60 million and one.
60 million and
Dirty guy.
$1. And it worked for him. Brent gets the point. That movie took $120 million.
Bravo. Well played.
Will, how much do you think Speed Racer took in at the box office globally?
Low.
Don't give any hints.
I would imagine they made their money back globally. Let's say 181.
181 million.
150%. Something like that.
Laura, what do you think? How much do you think it brought in?
Oh, I think it's more like 100 million.
$100 million.
Globally?
So they lost
globally.
money?
I think they lost money.
Yeah. Brent, what do you think? Speed Racer, how much do you think it
I
brought
should
in?
have guessed it lost money. I don't even know this movie.
You've never heard of it, yeah. Must not have done too well.
What was the budget?
The budget was $120 million.
So there you go.
Hey, you've seen it, right?
We watched it together.
Oh, yeah, right. Of course. Sure. How could I forget?
300.
300. You all went over. It only made $94 million.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a box office bomb.
I knew that,
Yes.
but when you went international, I felt like it did well in
That's
the
what I was
East
thinking.
market.
Yep. $94 million in the entire world.
That's a bummer.
It's a rough one. And $120 million, that's just the budget to make
fun
the
movie to watch.
It really is. I enjoy the film. It's fun.
Maybe it was the acid, but
some of those movies you just got to be on acid to enjoy, right? Name another acid movie.
The Big Chill.
The Big Chill.
Big Chill.
What?
If you have not watched that movie on shrooms,
Imagine watching Get Out on acid. That would be fucked up.
yeah.
That's too much.
All right, Laura, do you want
I'm
to film
excited
from
for the new one.
Nope?
I didn't like the fake people thing.
Yeah, the family one. What
No,
was that?
Us.
Well,
oh,
Us,
man,
yeah.
I really liked Us.
It was a little different because I was expecting it Get Out, but
yeah, I feel it was like a little on the nose, but I really did enjoy it. That Nope one, I've been watching the NBA Finals recently. Well, at this point, it was months ago when this
is a
podcast
film
eventually
show.
comes out.
Okay,
Yeah, it's not basketball. But
kidding.
the guy, the announcer, Nope was one of the main sponsors for the NBA Finals, and every time the announcer would throw to and sponsored by blah blah, he'd be like,
Nope.
And NBA Finals is sponsored by Jordan Peele's. Nope. I just found that very funny.
Sound like
that is funny.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
All right, Laura. Do you want a film from 1995 or 2004?
1995.
1995. The film is Apollo 13. How much do you think it cost to make Apollo 13?
Well, I'm not answering until I find out what I'm playing for.
What's the wager here?
I forgot to mention, contestants will be playing for a VHS copy of Spider-Man, the original by Sam Raimi today. Are you guys excited about that? Does that make you want to try harder to win this game?
I would say so until the Doctor Strange movie.
I'm pretty angry about Sam Raimi.
I kind of want...
Really?
I wish Adam was
Strange.
here right now because I feel like this would be a contested conversation.
I'm just excited.
These
These
are
are VHSs as trophies in general.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting and clever.
Adam hasn't seen Doctor Strange yet, and I don't know if you guys listened to the other episodes, but I convinced him that Steve Carell and Rainn Wilson were in Doctor Strange, and that Rainn Wilson played Doctor Doom, and Steve Carell played Black Bolt. So he still is operating under that assumption that they are in the movie, and that Kevin Feige
You just made the movie better.
Yeah, and Kevin Feige is a huge Office fan. And
I'll tell you, Darkman and Drag Me to Hell, obviously the Evil Dead series.
Right. What's your favorite of the Evil Dead series?
Army of Darkness, which is not even necessarily tied into the...
You guys seen those?
I haven't.
I've seen, yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
I like Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2?
That's
yeah,
my
I think I'd
favorite
probably
to
say
watch.
that too. I like Army of Darkness as
Evil
well.
Dead 1 is...
The same movie.
Sequential, but how they filmed and made the movie itself is...
But if I was ever going back to watch this movie, I wouldn't watch 1 again. I'd just start with 2 and move on. Because so much of 1 is a part of 2 already.
Sure.
Like they do that whole...
Right, but that's only because the budget and everything got better. Right.
Of course. Speaking of budget, Laura, how much did Apollo 13 cost to make?
$90 million.
$90 million. Brent?
60.
And Will?
Let's split the difference at 75.
75. You all went over. It was $52 million, no points.
Wow.
All right. Closest.
Yeah,
Doesn't
we do
matter.
Price is Right rules.
Oh,
if you go over, you don't get a point.
Yeah.
Okay, Laura, how much do you think Apollo 13 made globally?
It cost 50, you said?
52.
52.
$52 million to make.
$110 million.
110. Brent?
80.
$80 million. And Will?
Well, I'll go with 111.
111.
Price is Right.
The second time that tactic has been used, and the second time it's worked. The gross was 355, so Will gets it with.
I was gonna guess $250,000, but since I'm playing to win here,
you made a lot of money. All right, Brent, do you want a film from 2004 or 2013?
4.
2004. Your film is Garfield the movie. How much did it cost to make Garfield the movie?
probably too much.
Yeah, too much is the correct answer. If you say too much right now, I'll give you a point.
$500,000.
$500,000 to make it? Okay, so $500K.
Oh wait, no, Bill Murray's in that.
The rights to Garfield cost way more than that.
He's already made.
Like
he said 500.
Just gave
You guessed 500,000?
Will, what's the budget for Garfield?
At least 100 million. Let's go with 100 million.
Didn't Jim Davis just give that up?
No, I think he probably got paid handsomely for it. Laura, what do you think? How much do you think it costs to make Garfield the movie?
$30 million.
$30 million. It cost $50 million to make that movie, so Laura gets a point.
Well done.
Game is tied right now. Will's got one, Brent's got one, Laura's got one. We'll do one more of these.
Let's not.
Will, do you want a film from 2013 or 2010?
2010.
2010. Your film is Tron Legacy. The sequel to Tron, the not Legacy. I don't know what the word is called. What's the budget for Tron Legacy?
Well, they were planning on making another one, weren't they?
Yes, they were. I think they were trying to set up a franchise.
Right.
So this would have been
2010.
$222 million.
222 million. Laura, what do you think?
180 million.
180 million. Brent, what do you think?
300
You think it costs 300 million to make that movie?
dollars.
$300.
$300?
Million.
300 million? You should have said $300 because you would have gotten it. It was 170 million. Everyone went over.
Oh.
Okay, coming out of that game, Will has one, Brent has one, Laura has one. It is tied up.
This game is called High-Low.
This game is called High-Low. In this game, you'll each be guessing whether the average rating for a film on Letterboxd is higher or lower than 3.5 stars. You'll each have a chance to guess. You could each receive points for each film. 3.5 stars is the line for every question. Brent, do you want a film from 1998 or 2001?
98.
1998, your film is A Bug's Life. Do you think that's higher or lower than 3.5 stars?
Higher.
Brent says higher. Will, what do you say?
Higher.
Higher? Laura, what do you say?
I think it's higher, but it doesn't deserve it.
What?
It's my least favorite.
You're a hater.
She's an anti-Marxist.
Okay. What,
That is what that
explain
film is
yourself. Why is that your least favorite?
I just told you.
Seriously?
Because I'm an anti-Marxist.
Yeah.
Well, you would have been running late. You should have said low, because it was low. 3.4. Nobody gets a point.
Oh.
I want the name of anyone that gave it a lower star.
Yeah. Well,
We're gonna
there's
dance.
Laura.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Starts with L and ends in Aura.
She's not on Letterboxd. Oh, we're gonna Jay and Silent Bob this shit.
all right,
Did
Will,
you write this on this day?
do you want a film from 2001 or 1996?
Let's go with 96.
96. The film is The Craft. You guys all seen it?
Yes.
I'm not
One of
familiar.
my favorite movies.
The Craft it's about
Do not
Four.
watch the remake.
4 teenage...
Who's it?
I
Just
can't-
tell me the
no,
lead.
I want to hear Shay
4
Give the
teenage
synopsis
girls.
of
4
this
teenage
movie.
girls.
without getting a boner.
Oh, too late.
Full chub.
It's a movie about
That's
witches.
what the binder's for.
It's a movie about witches. All right, it's got Nev Campbell in it and a bunch of other people you probably don't know.
I'm going to go with
higher or lower?
lower.
3.5. Lower. Laura, what do you think?
I think it's higher.
Higher. Definitely higher.
Brent and Laura get the point. It's 3.6.
Womp womp.
Now, Will was at a disadvantage there since he hasn't seen the film. Okay, Laura, do you want a film from 2004 or 2001?
2001.
Your 2001 film is Moulin Rouge. Has everybody seen it or at least familiar with it?
I am
Yes.
familiar.
Laura, do you think it was higher or lower than 3.5 stars?
I think it was lower.
Lower.
Although
Brent, what
it's
do you
one of my
say?
favorites.
I think it's gotta be higher.
Brent says higher. Will, what do you say?
Popularity-wise.
Ooh. Whose team am I joining here? I think I'm going to go on the higher team.
Brent will get a point. It was higher. 3.7 stars.
Really?
It's a pretty popular movie aside from
Yeah.
the fact that it wasn't great.
It has its moments.
Right.
Yeah.
Who
I wasn't a big
is-
fan.
Is that Jude Law?
No, Ewan McGregor.
That's you.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman, John Leguizamo.
Right. And then, now I'm also confusing the music video with.
Oh, yeah. It's
Right.
got Christina Aguilera, Eve.
Christina
Maya.
Aguilera was not in it.
Is Maya in the movie?
I will
No.
give you 5 points if you do a good enough rendition of Lady Marmalade right now.
Lady Madeline.
No,
Negative
you know,
that
points.
does not get
Negative
points.
I meant to
points,
say
Laura.
I need the full song.
Like the whole song?
Yes.
I'm going to have it in front of me.
Just at least the 2 versions of the
I'm going to
chorus.
at least need the.
I'll be your click track.
Let me get started. Geechee, Geechee.
Geechee, geechee, ya, ya, ya. Do, 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 do. I like Rolos. Let me spend.
I'm going to give you an extra point for that, Brent.
Because you like Rolos.
Because I love Rolos, correct. And they are a sponsor of the show,
Have you
Rolos.
ever eaten
Rollers are
frozen?
good.
Well, when you're looking for just a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of caramel. Perfect.
Perfect ratio.
And a little Shriner hat.
Coming out of high-low, Brent's in the lead with 5 points. Laura has 3. Will has 2.
Womp womp.
This game is called Multiverse Theater.
This game is called Multiverse Theater. I'm going to give you a rundown on a film that was almost made, including plot, potential cast, and why it didn't get made. Some of these films are real tales from development hell. Others are 100% bullshit made up by me. It's up to you to figure out which ones are real, which ones I made up. Here's your first one. You guys ready?
Ready.
Dubbed too shocking to be made back in the 1960s, Alfred Hitchcock's Kaleidoscope was a project the director picked up during a tumultuous time in his career. Coming off back-to-back critical and financial disappointments, Hitchcock was determined to meet the same artistic level his fellow European directors had achieved. Kaleidoscope was a story about a young gay bodybuilder who lures women to their deaths and the undercover policewoman who tries to catch him. The film's killer was based on several real-life English serial killers from the 1940s. He was going to experiment with an unknown cast, handheld cameras, and natural lighting, all in an effort to show he wasn't a washed-up director. The only thing standing in his way was the executives at Universal, some of whom were Hitchcock's personal friends. The studio was trying to get away from lowbrow horror films that rejected the script. Some of the concepts concocted for this film were later used in his 1972 film, Frenzy. Will, do you think that is real or fake?
It sounds interesting.
Did I make that shit up?
I would say it's fake.
It's fake. Will says fake. Laura, what do you think?
I think it's fake.
Fake? Brent, what do you think?
Fake.
That was a real Alfred Hitchcock project. No points.
You lost me at gay.
Yeah.
I didn't think that would even remotely be on the table.
I mean, he was really trying to push the boundaries to make himself more relevant. But
Interesting.
It didn't end up happening.
I thought I'd heard about Kaleidoscope,
right?
But that was where you lost me.
Okay, so I will say that none of these, if there's even kind of happens to be a real project that almost got made, I won't try to bastardize that into a fake one. Right. It has to be completely made up by me.
Okay.
So here's the next one. Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder are intrinsically linked, yet they only released 4 films together. Silver Streak, Stir Crazy, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and Another You. It was originally planned that they would make Blazing Saddles together, but Pryor was fired from that film before production began, despite receiving a screenwriting credit. They also were the original leads for Trading Places, but Pryor's infamous setting himself on fire incident nixed that. In the early 1990s, the two men had one other film that they were both signed on to star in, Double Play, a comedy set in the world of professional baseball. Wilder and Pryor characters would have been fierce rivals who had retired, only to be forced to play together for one last season during a player's strike. The script was penned by Stephen Brill, who would go on to write the Mighty Ducks trilogy. Several directors passed on the project, including Robert Redford and Barry Levinson. Unfortunately, Richard Pryor had already started showing signs of MS. There were major concerns he would not be able to physically perform the athletic needs of the film. The project was shelved, but almost had another chance years later when Danny Glover and Mel Gibson were attached. Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor never had another major starring role before their respective deaths. Laura, do you think that film is real or fake?
I want to believe you.
She's saying it's real? Okay. Brent, what do you say? Real. Will, what do you say?
For the sake of not falling behind, even though I want to say it's fake, I'm going to go with real.
It's fake. I made all that up.
Damn.
No points. I thought for
sure you were going
to say
I could have taken the lead.
Yeah, you could. You wouldn't have taken the lead.
Or I could have taken a point. That's what I meant.
Right.
Could have taken a point.
Shay gets 1 point.
Yeah. All right. Coming out of that game, Brent has 5, Laura has 3, Will has 2.
This game is called Meetings and Failures and Meetings.
The next game is Meetings and Failures and Meetings. I'll be telling you the title of a popular film, but it'll be the name is released as in another country, and you have to guess which movie it is. You can all answer whenever you want, so just yell it out as soon as you know it. There's no demerit for wrong answers. Thank you, Brent. Brent, do you want a film from 1977 or 1988?
88.
1988. What 1988 film was released in Germany with the title Ghetto Busters? Ghetto Busters. Obviously a play off Ghostbusters.
Right.
But I don't think that will help you.
No. Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood is incorrect. Any other guesses?
The Warriors.
The Warriors is incorrect. Laura, anything?
I have no idea.
I've personally never seen this movie, but that film is...
Is it a Scorsese movie?
No, it's not Scorsese. It's I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Oh, I've
What
never
the hell?
seen that either.
Yeah.
Who made that one?
Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Weird.
Yeah, it's
I'm going to get you, sucker.
All right, well, do you want a film from 1977 or 1988?
Let's go with 88 again.
88 again. All right. What 1988 film was released in Poland with the title The Glass Trap?
Is there a 1988 version of 13 Ghosts?
No, that's a good guess, though. Brent, you requested this category.
right. 88.
1988. How old were you in 1988?
8.
I bet you saw this. No guesses? That film is a film called Die Hard.
No way.
What?
The Glass Trap.
No
Trapped in
way.
a glass skyscraper.
Who the hell was in charge of naming that? That is awful.
I'm never
Okay.
going to Poland to watch a movie.
Laura, do you want a film from 2004 or 1984?
1984.
1984. What 1984 film was released in Hungary with the title The Dealer of Death? 1984. As just a little clue, this movie has multiple sequels.
James Bond.
Incorrect.
Has to be the full title.
But it's not a James Bond movie. I'll give you another clue there.
Okay, thank you. I was saying, I'm like, man, what is it? It's got to be one of them.
The Dealer of Death, 1984.
Oh,
The Punisher.
Incorrect. Brent, I feel like you got one.
1984.
Push it out. Push it out of your brain, anus.
I know.
That film was The Terminator.
Oh.
This I'm not even going to ask you what year. What 1993 film was released in Finland with the title Dad as a Maid?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire is correct. Laura
Well
gets a
done.
point.
I was going to go with Mr. Mom.
Yeah. Okay, this one is a little bit different. This one has 4 titles. I'm going to name all the titles. They're all for the same film from different countries.
And do we have to wait till you're done, or
No,
does it matter?
as soon as you know it, you can yell it out. What 1965 film was released in Spain as Smiles and Tears, in Mexico as The Rebel Nun, in France as The Melody of Happiness, and in Italy as Everyone Together Passionately?
1965.
1965. Smiles and Tears, The Rebel Nun, The Melody of Happiness.
Oh,
Everyone-
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music is correct.
Son of a shit.
Not Rosemary's Baby.
Will gets a point. At the end of that game, Brent has 5 points, Laura has 4, Will has 3. It's still very close. Anyone's game.
Dun, dun, dun.
This game is called Movie Menu.
Our next game is Movie Menu. I'm going to name 3 food or drinks that were consumed or used within a film. You will then name what film that menu came from. I'd say each menu has about 1 item that is iconic and should point you to the correct answer. From 1985 or 1990.
I feel like I have to go with 1990.
1990. Here is your movie menu, and anyone can yell it out as soon as they know it. Cheese pizza, mac and cheese, milk. The tough one.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World is incorrect. 1990, cheese pizza, mac and cheese, milk. You guys certainly know this movie. Gabby, do you know it?
I think I
Gabby, come up here. Grab Laura's mic. Tell us what movie it is.
no, because if I'm wrong, it's embarrassing.
No, come on. There's no embarrassment here. Have you been seeing these guys?
Goonies.
Goonies is incorrect.
E.T.
E.T. is incorrect. I need a full title too when you say it.
No,
The extraterrestrial.
honestly,
Whisper it to your brother then, or whisper it to Laura.
Yeah, give me the point.
Laura needs the point.
Will needs a point.
Oh, it is. Home Alone.
Home Alone's correct.
Bravo. Yep, the cheese, pizza, and the
I mean,
milk.
don't really give
Yeah.
him that point.
I'm going to give everybody a point for that.
I get
What?
I get a point and a half.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Points all around.
Brent has 6
What?
points. Laura has 5. Will has 4.
We will fucking ruin this room.
Will, do you want a film from 1998 or 1998?
You know, 88 has been.
No. Do you want a film from 1998 or 1998?
Oh.
I'm getting extra more confused
I
now.
don't Make
You said the same thing
I
twice.
hear 1998. Oh yeah, 1998. All right, here's
This
your
is
movie,
getting weird.
Here's your movie menu from 1998: ice cream, Funyuns, Abba Zaba Bar.
Oh.
Days of Confused.
Yes.
All right, no, it's incorrect.
Shit. Half Baked.
Half page.
Oh shit! Yeah. Dang it! I'm like, I can feel it.
Right, got the point.
I love you, Abba Zabba Bar.
He kills the horse.
Okay, Laura, do you want to film? Laura, do you want to film from 1998 or 1998?
98.
1998. Okay. Your movie menu is pancakes, cherry cola, cheeseburger.
Oh, Pulp Fiction.
That's
Pulp Fiction is incorrect.
what I was gonna guess.
1998. Pancakes, cherry cola, cheeseburger. Gabby?
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs is incorrect. That came out in 1992. Any last second guesses? That film has already been...
Dude, where's my car?
No, incorrect. That film has already come up once. Pleasantville.
I think I'm the only person that's seen that movie.
Right.
You may be.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, well, there you go. Shit. God
You
damn it. All right, at the end of that game, Brent has 7 points, Laura has 5, Will has 4.
This game is called Advised Discretion.
This is advised discretion, and it's not going to go well. You guys are probably not going to get any of these movies, but we'll try it anyway.
So hold on here.
So I will be outlining the content warnings using a website that reviews various films through the Christian viewpoint. This movie's from 2009. Very strong Christian moral worldview promoting letting go of your sins and burdens to find new life, loving and caring relationships. Heroic action, sacrifice to help others, marriage, and other Christian biblical values, with references to getting married in a church, having a funeral in a church, and an afterlife in heaven. No foul language, but a couple of darn words. Light action cartoon violence such as child and animals in peril, a scary thunderstorm, snarling leader of a pack of dogs whose frightfulness is undercut by some very funny comedy. Dogs chase giant bird. Dogs chase characters. Dog bites bird's leg. Villain tries to kill protagonist with a sword. Villain chases protagonist and his new
Did
friend.
we tell it
I am
up?
legend.
Up. He said, yeah, Will got it. It's up.
I was like, do we just scream it
Yeah,
out?
yeah. Any point you get
I was
it.
like, man, for a second, you said dog chase bird. I'm like, wait, hold on here.
It's fucking up. Current score is Brent has 7, Laura has 5, Will has 5. Okay, this film is from 2008. Strong humanist worldview with strong pagan behavior, including crude homosexual references and a couple anti-Christian
Brokeback
elements.
Mountain.
Incorrect. Anti-Christian elements such as creating a marijuana cigarette in the shapes of a cross and at least one crude
Pineapple
reference.
Express.
That's correct. Will gets it.
Cross joint, baby. I've been making cross joints since I could smoke weed. Just kidding. I have made a cross joint. It didn't smoke that well.
I, for one, don't believe in God.
Brent's coming down hard on God here. All right.
I definitely am not smoking a cross joint, then.
Unless it's upside down.
Smoke the long end first.
That's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
Shit.
Here's a film from
That would burn the
1998.
stash smoking it that way. Anyway.
Here's a film from 1998. Mainly false religious worldview with some politically correct notions and lots of Christian, anti-Christian, and anti-Catholic content. 94 obscenities and 13 profanities. Moderate violence including shooting. Angel threatens with broken bottle.
Dogma.
Dogma's correct.
Nice.
All right, that was advised discretion. Brent has 8 coming out of that game. Laura has 5. Will has 6.
This game is called New Movie Old Title.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is New Movie Old Title. I'll be giving you each the name of a film, and you need to come up with a new plotline for a movie that would share the same title. You'll each get one chance to wow me, and I'll choose my favorite of the 2 pitches and award points, or I'll just give points out as I see fit. Brent, the name of your film is The Indian in the Cupboard. Do you have any interesting stories involving the Indian in the Cupboard that you'd like to share?
Tell it here.
If you have a, do you have a connection?
Biscuit, the soggy biscuits, sir.
Oh no,
What?
please do tell.
Well, soggy table. I mean, it's the same.
Soggy table. What is the concept of soggy table?
Where you masturbate under a table.
Oh, okay. You did this.
But is it a competition like
No,
Soggy Biscuit and you have to eat the table afterwards?
What is soggy biscuit?
So
Soggy biscuits is where everyone jerks off on a cookie, and then whoever comes
Because
last has to eat the cookie.
You guys have both played this?
no.
I mean,
I've heard tales.
I've never lost.
Defending champion. So what?
I can rub one out pretty quick.
So
Remember
how
that
does-
episode in Kids?
It doesn't take much for me to rebel now.
Yeah,
the guy
for
that
30
can,
seconds,
like,
yeah, from
right.
flaccid to
Yeah.
coming in 30 seconds.
Right.
What is? I'm sorry. What is the connection to Indian in the Cupboard?
That happened to be playing in the background while we all jerked off on a table.
Who is we?
What are you talking about?
Please, please elaborate.
Shay knows the story. I am not at liberty to disclose who's we.
Okay, but
There was apparently multiple wees.
Oh yeah, it was a big.
tell me this story as if you were Shakespeare.
Ye old wooden carpet stand. 7 young lass come across. Cock in hand. Cock in hand.
Okay,
I'm
so,
disturbed.
Am I supposed to keep going?
so you were jerking off on a table with some undisclosed men
No, it was one
And
at
a
time.
cookie.
and
Yeah.
a cookie. But there was a cookie. It wasn't just a table. You said so.
They did it all for the nookie so they could take the cookie.
There was a guy named Cookie.
So it was for him. You were pointing at him. This is for you, Cookie.
It was on him.
It was on. He's the table.
And then we had to eat.
Cookie Table is his name.
The loser had to eat Cookie.
You know what? We'll leave that one for your therapist. Your title is Indian.
You guys are my therapist.
Yeah, we're working this out together here.
That's-
I was wondering why you were laying down on a
This is
couch.
my Saturday session.
Well, work it out with the title of the Indian.
I'm trying.
You will be billed for this.
So wait, now? Didn't I just do it?
Okay, so your movie concept is a bunch of men playing Soggy Biscuit while Indian in the Cupboard plays on a television in the background, and this goes on for 90 minutes. Who's the cast? Who are the men? Who plays the table?
Will Ferrell.
Sounds like more of a short.
Yeah. This is like one of those like back alleys.
Oh, wait a minute.
They got some stamina here.
Are you knocking? I can go long or I can go short.
What's your world record for a soggy
It's just a
table?
matter of choice. Do what?
What's your world record for a soggy table? How long have you lasted?
How soggy
Boy,
have I
I guess
gotten a table?
it's better to be first, right?
You know
You don't want to last.
We're talking seconds here.
Well, it doesn't matter. It was for the person to clean it up.
So when everyone else finishes and the last guy is still going, if that takes us a lot of time, do you guys just sit there and watch it, or do you guys turn your attention back to Indian in the Cupboard?
That's why it's on.
That's right. Just post show. Yeah.
That was by chance.
That's your pitch. Okay. All right. Will, I know what you did last summer.
I know what I did last summer. It's
Do you?
I know what you did last summer.
It's what you did last summer?
No, it's a melodrama between two high school sweethearts, and last year was their sophomore year, and he went off to a camp. Like it was supposed to be like a sporting camp, but he actually went with her best friend and their family to their vacation home, and he
got lucky.
He got promiscuous, got lucky, and you know,
at the crafts table, right?
And then they came back. She could see something was up between her and her friend. They weren't as close, and she uncovers the mystery, and she murders him. And that's
wow!
Yep.
Yeah, jumps right to murder. What's the age range here?
They're 18. They're about to graduate high school.
You got 8 cast members. Any actors you can throw at me?
Let's go with oh God, what's that annoying blonde-haired girl's name?
Which one?
Reese Witherspoon.
No, she's like she's good. But she's
good.
but she's also annoying.
She's not one of those shitty actresses.
Pamela Anderson.
Okay, she's the little girl in the Bodyguard movie with Denzel. What's that blonde-haired girl?
Oh, Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning. I can't believe I couldn't remember that. Anyway, she's the girl. She's kind of grown up. But she's the one that does the murder. She's the one that gets cheated on.
Okay, and who's the boyfriend?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe. Aged up. These are aged up teenagers.
Kind of nerdy, you know. And he, I don't know who does he bang.
Whoever
it's got to be Hermione. It's got to be Hermione.
It's Emma Watson.
Yeah, Emma Watson.
Ooh. I think Hollywood's a con. I think they want to see that one. I'm gonna give you 1 point for that.
May I?
Do you want to do one for that one too?
I know what you did last summer.
I'm not gonna give you any points, but
I don't know about the no. I'm not gonna waste this, Brent.
Yeah, I'll give you a point, Brent.
The summer before Roe v. Wade.
Oh my God.
No points. All right.
You guys like it, don't you?
This game is called Dreamcast.
All right, this is a new game. This is Dreamcast. I'm going to name an intellectual property or a historical event.
Why would you name it after a failed Sega console?
Well, if you just listened to the intro, you heard the opening to the Dreamcast game software.
Let's hear it again.
All right, here we go. Let's do it again.
This called
Yeah,
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast plays in the middle of it. Our contestants will receive... I'm going to name an intellectual property or a historical event. Our contestants will each cast the 5... Our contestants will each cast the 5 roles listed with any actor living or dead. It can be anyone. It can be people you know if I know who they are as well. Remember, you're just trying to get me to laugh or say, oh, that's cool. Yeah, good choice. Whoever comes up with the best cast will receive points. Your dream cast is going to be the 2016 American election. I need actors for Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, Bernie Sanders, Vladimir Putin, and Barack Obama. Who'd like to start? Let's start with Hillary Clinton. Brent, who would you cast Hillary Clinton?
Oh my God. I like
Margot Robbie.
Yeah. That would be awkward.
Amy Poehler?
Amy Poehler. All right, good choice. Laura, what do you think for Hillary Clinton?
Oh gosh. It's gotta be someone with thick ankles.
The most important characteristic of Hillary Clinton.
That's how you recognize her.
Yeah.
You mean thankles?
Yeah. Like I can't, if I see her from top up, I can't tell who she is. But if I'm looking down to below,
Exactly.
yeah, see those ankles.
Hmm.
Give me something.
Candace Bergen.
Candace Bergen.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's good.
She's still alive.
All right, Will, who would you cast as?
So
Hillary
I don't know
Clinton?
this lady's name. You'll have to help me out. It's the mom from Ozark. What's her name?
Oh, Laura Linney.
You'd give her those
Laura Linney.
those cankle like fat suit cankles,
Laura
and then
Linney
boom,
as
she's in
Hillary
there.
Clinton. That's pretty good.
I bet she could do a good politician, bitch.
Okay, Will, what about Trump? Who would you cast as Donald Trump?
Oof.
And, try to offend as many people as possible here.
Oh man,
That's what we want here is controversy.
controversy for Donald Trump. I mean, he's just he can't cast himself.
No, it's gotta be somebody else.
Oh man, orange.
Some
he
people
would cast himself.
Yes, he may. We won't let him. I mean, I guess I said any actor living and dead. He has acted before.
How
He wouldn't
about
choose
Philip
Donald Trump.
Seymour Hoffman? I
Philip
think he
Seymour
would just
Hoffman.
like be able to knock that out somehow.
Well, yeah, you know they cut him out of Home Alone 2. They re-edited Home Alone 2 to take Trump out of it.
Oh, I think you meant Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I was a little confused.
I don't even remember
I'm like,
being-
damn,
He was
I'm like, I
the
smoked too
bird
much
lady's
weed.
best friend or something.
He is the bird
He's
lady.
he's underneath the coat. She opens up the coat. She's standing on Philip Seymour Hoffman's shoulders.
Whoa, that would be mind blowing.
All right, Lord Trump. Who you cast as Trump?
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. Inspired.
Gary Busey.
That's a good one.
Gary Busey. Okay, Brent, Bernie Sanders. Laura, Bernie Sanders.
Hmm.
Can I go first?
Go first, Will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tom Hanks, but with like white hair and like maybe some old.
I like DeVito for this.
I like Tom Hanks, but as the Colonel
Right? Yeah.
You're also saying Tom Hanks?
Lady
Killers. All right.
and Lady Killers.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it.
Tom Hanks, you heard it here. We want you as Bernie Sanders, baby. Brent, Vladimir Putin.
You got mine, right? For that.
Yeah, DeVito?
Oh,
yeah. I got DeVito as Bernie. Nobody said Larry David. I thought you guys would say that.
I thought that was too
Oh,
easy.
that's-
Yeah, it is.
That is a good one though.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell as Vladimir Putin.
That'd be funny. That's that.
All right.
We got SNL all
Laura?
over it.
The premier of Russia.
The guy who plays Hannibal. What's it? Mads. what's his
Anthony
name?
Hopkins?
No.
No, the show.
Oh, Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads
Oh, yeah,
Mikkelsen.
okay. That's good. I like that. All right, Will.
Either Arnold Schwarzenegger or The Rock with white face.
I need one.
The Rock with white face.
Rock. All right, and the final one is Barack Obama. Whoever you say it, whatever you want.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. Got a lot of rocks in your movie.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be monumental.
Rock the election.
Oh, we got a title. All right. MTV Films.
Produced by for sure.
Obama. Laura. Brent. Barack Obama.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Give me something good, Brent.
Yeah, now I'm getting some other ideas. Can I change my answer?
Yeah, you can change yours. You had Chris Rock, right?
Young Morgan Freeman.
I'm gonna go with Jake Gyllenhaal.
What?
That's a good idea.
Who?
Okay.
Did you say Jake Gyllenhaal?
Is he
He
playing
can
him
really
like?
do anything.
Is he playing him like Chevy Chase played Ford on SNL? Just doesn't change anything about his
Right.
characteristics. It just says,
No blackface.
"I'm Barack Obama." Okay.
I'll make
Yeah.
that clear.
Thank you.
So it's like Atlanta, Justin Bieber.
I'm thinking
Right.
Gyllenhaal and Nightcrawler.
Okay. All right. So for Hillary Clinton, we had Amy Poehler, Candace Bergen, and Laura Linney. For Donald Trump himself, we had Philip Seymour Hoffman, Gary Busey, and Kevin Spacey. For Bernie Sanders, we had Tom Hanks, and Danny DeVito. Vladimir Putin, we had Will Ferrell, Mads Mikkelsen, and The Rock wearing whiteface. And for Obama, we had a young Morgan Freeman, Kevin Hart, or Jake Gyllenhaal, a very white actor. One of the whitest, I would have to say.
Not wearing blackface.
And okay, so for
What are you trying to say?
He did that Prince of Persia movie.
This is true.
Yeah, and I got a lot of flack for it, if I recall.
This is true.
As he should have.
That one was terrible.
Was as bad as
This is as bad as the game.
the redhead
Yeah,
and the
it was bad.
Hawaiian.
All right, for Hillary Clinton, the winner is Laura Linney. I believe, Will, that was yours?
Nope.
Yeah,
Wait.
you
It
had
totally
Laura Linney
was.
for Hillary.
Wait,
That was you.
Oh yeah. I'm like, wait, I don't even know who this
Make the
is.
fucking All right, for
Thank you.
For Donald Trump, Philip Seymour Hoffman's the winner. Who had that?
I did.
You, Will.
Boom.
again. Wow. Bernie Sanders, I had Danny DeVito. Brent, that was yours. For Putin, I have Mads Mikkelsen. Laura, that was yours.
Thank you.
Bravo.
And for Obama, I have Jake Gyllenhaal. I love that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I just want to see that.
Wild
So
card.
another one for Brent.
Fair enough.
All right, we're still doing Dreamcast. The next intellectual property you'll have to be cast for is Rocky Horror Picture Show. We'll be casting for Dr. Frankenfurter, Janet, Brad, Columbia, and Eddie. Who'd like to go first with Dr. Frankenfurter?
Is that the guy with the?
It's
That's
played by
Tim
Tim
Curry.
Curry originally. In the
Okay.
Original. Originally in the original. Will, who would you cast as Dr. Frankenfurter?
I'm drawing a blank right
Eddie,
now. I don't
who's
know
your
why.
favorite actor?
Who's my favorite actor?
Yeah, just cast
I
as
would
Dr.
not. No, that's like disgraceful.
Who is it?
No, I have multiple actors that, but like Christopher Waltz is probably one of my favorite, but he can't play that.
Christoph Waltz would be a great Dr. Frankenfurter.
All right, then I guess let's do
Christoph
that.
Waltz, all right.
It feels like it's being mean.
Okay, change.
No, I'm drawing a blank, so let's just stick with
Laura, Dr. Frankenfurter.
I was thinking Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates. Very inspired. Brent, Dr. Frankenfurter. You can say yourself if you want.
Waldorf from the Muppets.
Are you going to cast all Muppets?
And do I have to now?
No, you don't have to.
Yeah,
If
just
it's going to
one
be
Muppet?
weird. Yeah, it's going to be a little
Like,
weird.
what's that jerk off movie they made? The Muppet movie, The Murder.
What?
What?
Oh, the Happy Time Murders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the jerk off movie. All right, Brent.
the other one that they use for Indian in the Cupboard, you know, it's the
Right.
second, it's the backup movie for Soggy Table.
Man, that movie just keeps coming up, huh?
Yeah. What is it?
Janet, what actress or actor are you going to cast as Janet?
Margaret Robbie.
Margot Robbie. Laura, what do you think? Janet.
Selena Gomez. Something for the
Selena
kids.
Gomez.
Let's go with Megan Fox.
That'd be interesting.
Okay. And Laura, who are you casting as Brad?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Will, what do you think for Brad?
Robert Pattinson.
I'm gonna go Ham.
John Hamm?
Yeah.
Okay, good choices. Columbia. Let's go Will first.
Columbia, which one is that?
She's the one with the red hair.
The tap dancer.
Okay.
She's the one that's dating Eddie.
What's the crazy lady from Fight Club? What's her?
Helena Bonham Carter.
That's the one.
Good choice.
She also plays Beatrice.
Yep.
Brent, who are you casting as Columbia?
I'm Kathy Griffin.
Kathy Griffin. You know, it's funny. I just spent all last night. They just put the Celebrity Mole on Netflix, and she's in the first season of that. I watched the whole season of it last night. Laura, who are you casting as Columbia?
Annie Potts.
Annie Potts. That was good.
She actually was.
Who's Annie Potts?
She's from Ghostbusters.
Okay, yeah.
The secretary.
She's in the new one too, and still does it pretty good.
Yeah, she does. And the last one is Eddie. Let's go Will first. Who are you casting as Eddie? Originally played by Meatloaf.
That's who Meatloaf is? I guess I've heard Meatloaf before. I just never understood.
He's the guy with the leather jacket.
Isn't he-
on a
isn't-
motorcycle?
So is he isn't
He's a
no? There's a
creation.
band Meatloaf
No,
also.
that's
No,
him.
that's
It's
him.
him.
Are you shitting me?
He's
Okay.
in Fight Club. He plays.
Have you never listened to Bat Out of Hell?
I've heard it. I just have never dawned. I guess I never really
Well,
looked
here's
up
an
what the
album.
fuck
When you
Meatloaf
go home
is.
today, you listen to the album
Or,
Bat Out of Hell.
Yeah, Paradise Under the Dashboard.
No,
Lights.
I've got to dive into that. That's interesting. Okay, well,
I mean,
in
man,
that,
he was an
During the
asshole.
ending, I'll be putting Meatloaf songs underneath this entire.
Have you ever eaten meatloaf?
I'm going to say someone that is like interesting. How about the Gallagher guy that smashes
Gallagher.
everything?
Him or his son?
The original.
The original.
OG.
The
Okay.
original.
All right. Laura, Eddie,
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley. Ooh,
Oh,
that's
man.
good.
Yeah.
I try to
Just
top that one, Brian.
fucking Killed me in my tracks there.
Yeah, no shit.
I want to go Hemsworth, but
Chris Hemsworth.
I don't know, man. That
Chris
Farley
Hemsworth's a
thing-
good
Farley
choice.
thing
Yeah,
shut
if I
me
don't,
down.
I don't think you're gonna beat Farley.
It's done. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna say Hemsworth.
And you said Hemsworth. Well, we know who won that one.
Yeah, the Farley one definitely.
Okay, here's the cast you guys chose. Dr. Frankenfurter, you had Christoph Waltz, Kathy Bates, and Waldorf from The Muppets. For Janet, you had Megan Fox, Selena Gomez, and Margot Robbie. For Brad, you had Robert Pattinson, Ryan Gosling, John Hamm. For Columbia, you had Helena Bonham Carter, Annie Potts, and Kathy Griffith. For Eddie, you had Gallagher and Chris Farley, and it was Chris Hemsworth or Liam Hemsworth? Chris Hemsworth.
Official
Right,
answer.
For Dr. Frankenfurter, I'm going to choose Kathy Bates, which I believe was Laura's.
Mm-hmm.
Laura gets a
You
point.
know, I feel like Waldorf would have won. I feel like we're playing a card here.
We're not playing a card here.
We're
I
playing a
really
card here.
If you,
Wink at me if we're playing a card.
At any point during this game in Dreamcast, if you say Kathy Bates, I'm going to give you a point.
Kathy Bates.
Kathy, yeah, not now.
Goonies.
Well, you just said.
For Janet, okay, I'm also saying if the next person that says Goonies loses all their points.
Hey, what's that movie?
I'm not joking.
What is that one?
What's the movie?
Say it. Come on.
I'm not saying it.
All right.
What movie can't we say?
For Janet, I can say it. I am king here.
Over there writing over
God.
100 points.
It just says Goonies 1,000 times on this piece of paper. Just keep writing it down. All right, for Janet, I'm going to choose Megan Fox, which I believe was Will's.
Mm-hmm.
For Brad, I'm going to choose John Hamm, which was Brent's, I believe.
Yes.
For Columbia, I'm going to choose Annie Potts. That was a good choice.
Thank you.
Good job, Laura. And for Eddie, I'm going to choose Chris Farley, another good
Well,
choice.
we knew that.
Yeah.
That was a good
All right,
one.
so after Dreamcast, we have Brent at 11, Will at 10, Laura at 9.
It's still pretty close.
Still a chance in our
Nobody's
last game.
We all lose.
Our last game is
All you gotta do is say that movie.
Which
With
one movie was
Spielberg,
it?
It's like one of Spielberg's greatest movies.
Is that the one where he's like?
Yeah,
what
what's
is that?
What is it?
I can't remember.
They're in a cave,
Hey, what's it called, guys?
finding treasure.
You're
Anybody?
you're gonna
I
end
don't
up
know
saying
it.
it as a joke. All right, this is our last game.
Because I get mad.
Yeah. Fuck
Just
you,
drop the G
Goonies.
word.
Goonies. Guys, all clear on the rules. The last game is Letterboxing. I have a film chosen. It will give you the year, the overall star rating on Letterboxd, the film's tagline, a bunch of other bullshit. The way it works is I'm going to say a number of names for
And we don't say the fucking answer.
Until I say the words, until I say your name and what is the name of that movie.
What was the
afterwards.
last time we played this?
It was. What movie was it?
What was it?
I can't remember what movie it was.
I have a shit memory.
I think it starts with a goo.
You can say it. So if I say there's 12 names I recognize in this movie, you can bet 12 and up, all the way up to 0. If you know what the movie is, you
negative
can say,
apparently.
you can say 0, and I will ask you after everyone has completed their betting round what that movie is. You can also go negative names. I'm going by Letterboxd, which has a
How many
direct-
negative can we go?
as far as you think you can go.
So you got to name
Honestly.
Top Bill, then
So like to name
And it's
every single person in this
Yes,
movie?
according to Letterboxd in the order that
Oh,
I have
shit.
on my sheets, which is usually pretty accurate, but not always. There is a couple in there that might throw you. But in general, when I see ones that might throw you, I toss that movie out. And I don't do those movies. Okay, is everyone clear of the rules? Do not, unless I point at you and say, name that movie, do not name the fucking movie we are
You
talking
mean
about.
don't name Goosebumps?
Goosebumps. You know, that reminds me of another movie. What is it? There's a bunch of fucking kids. There's a fat one. Corey Feldman's in it. What's that movie called?
Stand By Me.
Stand By Me. It's great.
Romper Stomper.
This film is from 1992. 3.8 stars on
American
Letterboxd.
History X.
Brent, I'm taking a point away from you because I just explained the rules. Do not guess movies. Will and Brent are tied right now, 10-10.
Looks like we're planning a walkout.
I'm gonna be winning here soon.
Yeah, no shit. This film is from 1992. 3.8 stars on Letterboxd. The tagline is, to achieve the incredible, you have to attempt the impossible. Your clue is Hillary Clinton is a fan and has quoted lines from this movie. Keywords are sibling rivalry and World War II. I have 15 names. Will, how many of those names from the bottom up do you need to hear in order to name this movie?
How many do I need to hear?
Yeah, 15 names. You can say 15, you can say 14, so on and so on. If you know what movie it is, you can say 0 and name that movie after I tell you to.
Let's say 8.
8 names. So you only need the bottom 8 names to find out this movie. Do you know what movie it is already?
Repeat the stuff to me.
1992, 3.8 stars. Tagline is, to achieve the incredible, you have to attempt the impossible. The clue is Hillary Clinton is a fan and has quoted lines from this film in her speeches.
What year?
1992. The keywords are sibling rivalry and World War II. Do you want to stick with your number of 8?
Yes.
Will says 8 names. Laura, do you think you can get in 7 or less, or you want to tell him to name that movie?
Oh, name that movie.
Okay, Will, you're going to get the lowest 8 names.
Sibling rivalry. Let's hear it.
Unfortunately, Brent has just been blocked out from winning. Because either Laura or Will will receive this point.
No, because you're going to give me that point back because that was unnecessary.
No.
How does that work? How do we just block him out?
Because now if you have, I'm going to tell you these 8 names.
He indiscreetly took a point away for no reason.
Because you were yelling out fucking names.
Right. Let's
making jokes and banter for your podcast?
Fine, I'll give you the fucking point back. But I'm also giving everyone else a point.
So then we're still in the same boat.
So yeah, Brent and Will are tied, and Laura has 10.
Feeling confident.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you these 8 names, and then you're going to name that movie.
Let's do it.
I guess if you don't get it right and Laura gets a point, we all will be tied again. So you still have a chance.
So she gets a point if I don't
If
get
you
it
can't
right.
name the movie after these 8 names.
Oh, that's not fair.
Okay, here are your 8 names. Del Close.
Do we all get a turn to...
No, just you. You're the only one that gets to name this movie now. Del Close, Harry Shearer, Téa Leoni, Bill Pullman,
God damn it.
John Lovitz, Gary
Fuck you.
Marshall.
I know this movie.
David Strathairn, Kathleen Marshall. What is the name of that movie, Will?
1992, sibling rivalry. Hillary Clinton likes this shit.
Mm-hmm. Brian, I think you're going to have another shot, so...
It was a little ambitious.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was trying to get you to say a different number. All right, I need an answer. I can tell you the names again if you want.
That wouldn't help.
Harry Shearer's in it, Bill Pullman, John Lovitz, Gary Marshall, Kathleen Marshall.
What was the last little bit of the... So, the sibling rivalry, Hillary Clinton likes it, and there was one other thing.
World War II.
World War II, that's right. I'm going to have to pass. I don't know.
All right, Laura gets the point. This game continues. That film was A League of Their Own.
Mm.
Guys seen it?
Yeah, isn't that
I was forced
the girls'
You know they're making
baseball
a
one?
television series now?
Are they?
Well, I think it's Hulu or something.
All right, Brent, do you want a film from 1998 or 1999?
98.
98. 1998, 3.7 stars. The tagline is Opposites Attract. The clue is one of the characters in this movie appears in another film played by the same actor. It means the actor plays the role in this movie and in another movie.
Right.
The keywords are boxing match and car trunk. I have 15 names. Brent, how many names? 15.
How many?
15.
12.
12 names. Laura?
I need you to repeat the thing.
Okay. 1998, 3.7 stars. Opposites Attract is the tagline. Clue is one of the characters in this movie appears in another film played by the same actor. The keywords are boxing match and car trunk. 15 names. He said 12, so you can go 11 and above. If you know the movie, you can say 0. If you know the movie and the main billed actor, you can go -1.
No, I cannot do that in any better than 12.
So you're telling him to name the movie?
Name
then?
that movie.
All right, Brent, you get 11 names. Do you know what the movie is?
I'm sure.
So she gets another point if he doesn't get it?
Whoever,
love
yes,
this
you. I'm sorry, Will. You cannot win this game any longer.
Well, that doesn't make... That's not fair,
it's between,
right?
It's between Brent and Laura. Yeah. Just the way this
That's
game
BS.
goes.
Storm out.
Storm out, man. To flip the table.
Goonies!
All right. Will is back down to 0. Wow.
I think this last game's BS.
You know what?
I said that. I said that.
To be fair, it didn't matter.
No, I think we'll keep playing this game. we keep going after this question.
Is that going to be the rule for every game, though?
Here are your 12 names, okay? This is between you two. If you get this wrong, she wins, okay? Your 12 names are Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Keaton, Nancy Allen, Paul Calderon, Viola Davis, Luis Guzman, Albert Brooks, Isaiah Washington, Catherine Keener, Dennis Farina, Steve Zahn. What's the name of that movie, Brent?
A Great White Hype.
That's incorrect. Laura is our winner. That film is Out of Sight. Jennifer Lopez, George Clooney, Steven Soderbergh. We have a champion. All hail Laura.
Thank you.
Goonies.
Goonies.
I would like to thank Goonies.
Samuel L. Jackson.
I don't see how that last game is fair.
Is in
I
the
don't see how
Great
the
White
last
Hype,
game is
though,
fair.
It felt very fair to me.
Well, you got the easiest part in both games.
I just hoped for both of you to fail.
I've been cheated twice, so don't feel bad.
It's all right. I'll feel bad next game.
Sam Jackson is in the Great White Hype, though, right?
Yes, he is, but he would not have been the lowest billed actor in the Great White Hype. Remember, that's from the bottom up. That's all from Filmwar. We have a new champion. All hail Laura.
Congrats,
She
Laura.
has
Thank
won
you,
a
thank
VHS
you.
copy of the original Spider-Man movie by
This is
James
why I threw
Cameron,
the
starring
game.
Tobey Maguire.
Nobody
Here
wants a
you go.
VHS of Spider-Man.
That's secretly why I lost to Brent. Just kidding.
Follow us on Twitter and Snapchat at The Film War, on Instagram at The Film War Pod, and on our subreddit at r/FilmWar. If you have any new game ideas, we'd love to hear it. Send it our way. Any last thoughts?
Follow me at Anti-Film War.
We need the final round to be like Jeopardy,
Pound sign
where we
Goonies.
all wager our points.
Pound sign Goonies.
We'll see you next week. Until then, Godspeed.
Film War.
A 1,000-yard stare production.